Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, so it's time for us to do our Truckin Tuesday video, but this probably will not finish uploading until Wednesday. So the truck that I'm doing is a 4x4, so it's one that can get us over the hump day of Wednesday, so we'll merge those two together. But anyways, the one that I'm bringing to you guys is an oldie but a goodie, and it is the Simon & Simon 1980 Dodge Macho Power Wagon. The first time this casting appeared was this one right here. Pretty cool casting. It's down to the exact details of Rick's Power Wagon, down to the front bumper, that big hideous front bumper. It reminds me of the front of a train or something. But yeah, it's, I guess, something that is a conversation starter and definitely makes it stand out from the rest of those Macho Power Wagons back in the day when this show aired. So yeah, you could definitely pick his out in the crowd. So this was released in 2014. It's copyrighted 2013. And since then, this casting has appeared several more times. But one thing I don't understand is why they didn't do away with the big front bumper. Because this one is very unique for his truck, Rick Simon's truck. It was the one with the big front bumper. They didn't have to keep it going on all the other models. I would love to see this casting done without that big front bumper. But because they've been down to the last one, which was the, I think, Team Transport one that says Dodge Macho Power Wagon on the side of it. It's kind of a cool paint job, but it would have been better if they would have just done Dodge and Mopar livery instead of putting like Macho and 80 for the year on the truck. It's one I'm going to eventually pick up because I do like it. Red, white, and blue, and it does look like a Mopar racing off-road truck. But they put that big front bumper on there. I wish they would stop doing that if it's possible. So let's get this guy off the car and take a look at him. I've already broken him free. I got this last week from one of my online internet Facebook buddies, JP Collins. Thanks again for this and the other 70 Garage Power Wagon, the orange one that you sold me. Really appreciate it, bud. And yeah, I met him through our Mopar group on Facebook. It's 164th Mopars, and it's a pretty cool group for all you Mopar fanatics like me. So, cool place to get together and show off your stuff, or actually post stuff for sale or stuff that you want. Then maybe some of the guys can help you out. I've had a lot of success doing that, buying, selling, and just sharing. So anyways, here is this Power Wagon. Really cool. They got the livery, everything right. All of the stock yellow and black stripes. The Power Wagon band there. And then this cage on this truck is kind of unique because it is part of the casting. It is metal, not plastic like a lot of them. So I kind of thought that was a unique feature about this truck when I first seen it. And then you have your Power Wagon Dodge on the rear tailgate, detailed tail lights, and you have the stock plate on it. I'm not sure if this is a... No, not a vanity plate. It didn't have any message on it. I just figured it may because he put that big, ugly front bumper on it. I thought maybe he would have had some kind of unique custom plate. But I'm guessing it feels... Well, you can take a closer look. I don't know. I think it's plastic, the front bumper. I really think they could do away with that front bumper and retool something on the base or in the interior bucket to make a regular front bumper to match like the rear one. So they could just do some standard stock Dodge Power Wagon long wheelbase. So that's pretty cool. And this long wheelbase truck is very cool. Much better proportions than Greenlight's long wheelbase. I don't know what's up with that truck. I tried to collect them. I bought both camper versions and one of the dually versions. And when I got the dually, it looked like it was arched, like some of the M2 trucks are. But the M2s you can fix most of the time because they're screwed together. The Greenlights aren't so easy because they're riveted together. And all the wheelbase just looks either too long, or the part from the rear tire to the rear bumper is too short. There's something up with those trucks. So I got rid of my campers and then just sticking with the first gen 72 to 80 Dodge trucks and Power Wagons. And I will also pick up like 62s to 71s. They're pretty cool too. I'm not sure what you would call those. I guess just the D series trucks. I think that's what they called them. And then why they weren't called first gen, I don't know. But this is referred to as your first gens, the 72 to 80. 80 or 81. I think it's 80 was the last year. And then in 81, they did a little bit of redesign, but not much. It's really, for me as like a novice Mopar truck guy, it's really hard for me to tell them apart sometimes unless they're right next to each other. So as you can see, it's got little steps on the side that is part of the base. And this thing's got a lot of blocks underneath it on the base here. Yeah, it looks kind of ugly, but it is Hot Wheels and it is made to be a kid's toy, and they want to make it where it is kind of bulletproof. And this sure is. I mean, you're not going to break the rear end or front end housings off of it or break a drive shaft. That's the only downside of the Hot Wheels 4x4 stuff. They look cool, like aesthetically, like looking at it like that, sitting on the table, kind of looking down on it. But if you're like looking at it from the side, it still looks cool, but you can see these big, like angled, like triangles underneath. It doesn't look so hot, but still like this casting and still will collect it. That's the same thing with like the 70 that they have in the square body, the 83 Silverado 4x4. They all have those big block where the rear end and front end housings are. Now, I've looked at some of the pictures of the prototypes of the 62 quad cab Power Wagon that they're releasing through RLC. It looks awesome. The rear end and front end are like full floating, meaning that there is a space between the floor and the housing. So they're doing it up kind of like a M2 truck, which is really cool. So I cannot wait to get my hands on one of those. That thing looks really good. There's been a couple pop-up on eBay from China. They're the prototypes or the pre-production stuff, or they're producing them now and then somebody just stole a couple off the assembly line in China. But the thing looks really, really good. So that's it for today, guys. Just wanted to get this guy out of the box. I just got it last week and wanted to show it to you. And you can see it does have front end detail in there. It's just hard to see because of this hideous front bumper. But that's what the show truck looked like. So they did a good job replicating it. So enjoy the rest of your week, guys, and we will be back on Friday for a Free Friday. Not sure what we got in store for you, but it'll be something cool. So thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your week.